don't have to know anything about sailing. All you got to do is like outdoor sports and like to be around other people who like to be outdoors and like to have fun in a competitive environment that's really more about the teamwork and the camaraderie than it is about the pure competitive aspects of it. We've had a lot of people over the years who had no idea that they were interested in sailing. People who'd never been on a sailboat, never even thought about going into a sailboat. They come through the crew training program, they get on a boat, and they're hooked for life.
Sailing is a fun sport. It's a team effort, particularly in the larger boats where you have groups together. And to get involved with the team, whether it's in sailing or other sports, is just a tremendous amount of fun. It's a great way to meet new people, and just, you know, if you want to learn how to sail, even if you're not but so interested in racing, if you crew on a racing sailboat, you will learn how to sail 10 times faster.
Like most of us who race, we're always looking for crew. We look to the training program to help sort of ease people into that spot, because it can be a little daunting when you get out on the water and things start happening pretty fast.
Our goal is part knowledge to them where they can go on a racing sailboat, and once they learn where all the basic parts are, function as a crew member.
What we try to do in the crew training class is give them as much as you can in a classroom setting or in a practice setting, a little bit of a heads up of what's going to happen and what kind of things to expect. But of course, when you get out there to do it for real, it's always different.
And it's a 3-night and 2-day on-the-water course in which we give a crash course in how to crew on a racing boat. The classroom sessions have been held usually in the spring before the racing season, typically on Tuesday nights and 3 concurrent weeks.
We have 2 on-the-water events where they actually get on boats and go out and sail and try to put into practice some of the things that they have learned about in the classroom.
We have a number of the fishing bay skippers come in as our volunteer staff, and we'll teach them knots, deck hardware, fundamentals of sailing, fundamentals of racing, what to expect. Knot tying is always a big item to teach.
We spend a lot of time on nomenclature because so much of what's happening on a sailboat is about communication, and everything on a sailboat has a name, and all these maneuvers have names. Introduction to the teamwork aspect of sailing and racing, and a sense of familiarity and hopefully a comfort level with being on a boat and helping the boat go.
The trainees, they get a rudimentary knowledge of what goes on during a sailboat race, the positions that the crew man on the boat. They get an understanding of what happens on the race course, of how races are run. They learn a little bit about sail trim and the physics that make a boat go. Mostly they get to meet people at Fishing Bay and skippers with boats that are looking for crew.
It's a very comprehensive program. The amount of knowledge that is attainable through the process is extraordinary. It's also important that they don't have to remember everything. All of that gets reinforced as they go out on the water. And the most important thing about it all is this is a fun thing to do.
I've heard that racing is the way to go. That's where you're going to learn the most about sailing. And last class was great. It was we learned about the rigging and maneuvers, and that was very helpful. You know, the guys that are teaching are superb. They have a lot of knowledge, so I'm hoping.